What's up, guys? Welcome back to One on One with Chris H. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Hope everybody's in good spirits today. If you came across this video, it was meant for you and no one else. But if you feel like somebody needs this video, please share. Yeah, I just want to jump into, knowing your self-worth, knowing your value, knowing who you are, knowing how important you are in this world. I feel like a lot of people doubt themselves and not understand that, we are our own person. Anybody's, opinion against us or anything that's ever happened to us, it could be trauma, insecurities that, we feel that bring us lower. I mean, I feel like we all had done it in the past. I feel like we need to know, and this is why I want to speak on knowing your worth. Like, if you don't know your worth, it's kind of like a blockage to not getting to the next level or being afraid to get to the next level. I feel like if you have dealt with insecurities or trauma, I feel like those are the main reasons from people not knowing the worth. Or maybe it could have been a parent, it could have been, a sibling that maybe made you feel insecure about your life, and then you feel like, man, I can't be like that person, or why can't I get that car, or why can I buy that house, why can I get that job? Oh, I can't do that, that's not me. I feel that that's like words from the enemy putting those thoughts in your mind to feel that you can't fulfill those needs. And I was one of those people before I was a victim to that. I felt like I would, self-sabotage everything in my life, even things that were going good. And I feel like it was because I didn't know my self-worth. I didn't know what I was worth. And I feel now it's like being $1 million baby. I feel like I can keep growing and know that everything I do is me. You should never care about anybody's opinion or what people have to say to you or what they have to say about you. I feel that we are all leveled and we all have, our egos, we all have, confidence. And I believe people try to sabotage our confidence to being, oh, you're not humble, or, oh, you're cocky, or, oh, you're just, there's always people that are gonna have opinions, whether it's family, friends, or just a stranger in the street. People are always gonna have that first impression of you. And if you keep your chest up, you keep your head high, people are always gonna have something to say. And this is why I wanna speak on that, because people always have something to say, guys. They're always even right now, wherever level, they're saying something about you anyways. So why feel that you can't be the person you wanna be? Always, meditate. I feel like meditating will help you get to the next level and to succeed and know your worth. Read books. I feel like reading books helps a lot, because I feel like in the books, the authors kind of express, that they kind of have the same similarities, getting growth books and knowing that we all deal with the same battles, guys. There's no magic trick to why people feel a certain way. It's the way you practice every day. Practice getting up, the way you practice your evenings, your night routine. It's all set up the way you need to set it up. But if you keep going in your mind and getting lost in negative thoughts, you're always gonna feel insecure. You're always gonna feel low about yourself. You're always gonna feel that there's somebody better than you, which, I mean, there is people that look better than us. There's someone that looks better than me. There's probably people that even make better content than me. But am I paying attention to those things? No. I try to just go on and keep pushing with what I'm doing and not worry about what other people are doing. Because I feel like that is the main ego killers. When you're looking at somebody else's life and you're looking at your life and comparing it, that's when you feel like you're just lost. You feel like, man, why are they there and why am I not there? And if you probably just sit back right now and you look at your life, it could be anybody's situation. There's something that you could be thankful for. To be honest, I believe that there's stuff that everybody could be thankful for. I want to share a little bit that I came across somebody, last week, and they got into a really bad accident where, they were in a coma and they had to do, brain surgery. Like, they really got into a bad accident, and it made me feel like my little things that I felt for the day that were causing problems for me were like, it just erased, because I was like, wow, there's other people that had it worse than me. So I feel like there's always somebody to keep in mind, that there's always somebody dealing with something worse than you, than for us to be crying about our little problems. I feel like, we do deal with deeper things. I know there's people that deal with, abusive relationships, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. There's things out there that people, have more work to do, in themselves to get better. But I just say, Take it day by day. Don't keep going back into the past and opening those files in your head and like, oh man, I went through this with my parents. My mom was beaten by my dad, or my mom left us for another man, or I've been abused by this guy that I was with for so many years, or I did so many things. Everything is repairable, but we just got to keep pushing. Be the better person in your family. Be that person as your generation to make that change. If there was any family trauma in your life, that's something that I deal with. Like, there was a lot of family trauma in my family, and I feel like I'm the one person right now that can make a change and not be stuck and kind of use that as a victimized mentality. I do believe that, me as a person, I try to not be victimized by anything anymore. I used to be a big person of trying to sabotage myself to be like I was a victim in everything, and now it's like, if anything happens from now and here on, I just feel like if something was to happen, it could be possibly my fault. I'm not gonna go point it at somebody that I just want to point fingers at. It's not something that I've learned. Just knowing our self-worth is something that could take you further. It's all in your mind. To be honest, it's honestly a mental thing that we always try to belittle ourselves to feel like we can't do certain things. And I feel like right now at this moment, people can make a change. Like today, you can make a change to just take it day by day. It could start with just reading a book, going out for a walk, clear your mind. I mean, that's the big one. Just clear your mind and just be present. Don't think about anything, and just be like, yeah, I could do this. Yeah, why do I get lost in my thoughts? I believe a lot of meditating, taking breaks from it could be from work, it could be from like work, it could be just your family. You got kids, and sometimes you just feel like you're just going and going and going and going. I do believe there's ways to like put some time aside. If people say, oh, I don't have time, you could put at least 5 to 10 to 15, 20 minutes aside every day. It could be sometime during the day where you feel like, man, I'm overwhelmed, I just need quiet. Don't put no sound, don't go on social media, don't get any distractions, and just sit there and meditate. Or if you believe in God, just pray. Just pray to God and tell him, hey, thank you for this, thank you for everything in my life. Thank you for waking me up in the morning. Thank you for my family. Thank you for always putting food on my plate. Thank you for always providing. That right there is always my gratitude to God, because I feel like people want to pray for higher things, but I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm just living. I'm healthy. I have food on my plate. I have money in my account. I have a great, beautiful family. Like, those are the things that I always pray about. Like, I never try to pray that, why don't I have a big old mansion already, or why don't I have this type of car? Like, those are not the things I really care for. They're nice, those are things that I'm like, man, I really want to get those goals, but I'm not pondering on those goals all the time. So I feel like knowing your worth, guys, everybody, and if you're watching this video, everybody in this video, I guarantee you have a value, guys. Don't ever feel like somebody tainted that. Like, being tainted by somebody is like, it's nothing. They're nobody. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be an aunt, it could be an uncle, it could be anybody, and somebody at your job. People coworkers, they can make you feel, just because they have a different title, that they're better than you when they're not. Just always remember that, like, you are in control of where you're at head-wise, where you're leveled at. You don't need to stoop to those people where they feel like that they're putting you in a box or labeling you as a person. Like, you are your own person. Just always remember that, guys, that you guys are your own person. And I feel like I wanted to speak on this because everywhere I go and anybody that I talk to, they all have something against somebody, or they feel like they can't get to the next level because they've seen somebody doing better than them, or doing it better than them, or could do it better than them. And I feel like we all start somewhere. Like, I started this podcast, I started this, and I feel like I could get better, I could do better, but it takes time. You see the errors in it, where I feel like life is like, you see your errors, but correct it. It's like when you first started school, when you were in first grade and kindergarten, we weren't spelling words right, but now we spell them right. We weren't doing our mathematics right, but now we do them right. And we still deal with things throughout life. So why do we feel like we have to label ourselves at a certain level? Get to the 100%. Stop being at 60%, 50%. Get to 100%. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. I hope this really motivated you guys, and I love sharing how I feel and put a little bit of intake of what I deal with. because we all deal with it, you know. Like, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but I mean, every day I wake up and once I still to this day will have a quick little thought about something negative, and I just switch it like, oh no, what's going on here? God, clear that, you know. So guys, I just wanted to give you guys some motivation today. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I hope everybody, you know, took one thing from this. And if you know somebody that needs this video, or you know they're going through something and they need maybe a warm feeling in their life, just send it to them, guys. Like, I do this all the time. If it's not me sharing my own content with somebody I know, it's something I saw on YouTube, I share it because I'm like, man, I got to start thinking about others and not just myself. Because think about it, you might not talk to a family member or a friend for a few weeks or 2-3 weeks, and you don't know what they're really going through. Nobody really shares what they go through, you know. So maybe you just sent it and they were like, man, thank you, at this moment I was going through something and I needed to hear that. So guys, make sure you guys share this video with somebody you really love. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. I'm gonna keep doing these videos more for you guys. This is just one part of the topic of knowing your worth. I'm gonna get into depth with more, you know, other topics of how to know your worth. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Peace.